More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
What's that you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
That is right. Welcome in, everybody. We are The Unfiltered Gentleman. Over there, that is Scott.
Totally.
And that is Dan.
What up?
Scott's getting all ethnical on us.
Yeah, I got my shirt on. So.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, it's true. He does have his homie shirt.
He does. Looks like he's banging.
Oh, geez. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining in and telling friends about the show. Big shout out. This one always surprises me, but big shout out to our top listenership last week of Mexico City.
How does that keep happening?
I don't know. Every week I look like who was the top listeners last week, and it shows me the cities and all that stuff. And Mexico City topped the list.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad I said orderly then.
I guess, yeah, it's only appropriate.
A rato, vatos.
Yeah. As Conan would say, Viva la raza. Wolfpack is rowdy, and bowdy. Everyone's like, what the hell is he talking about? 90s wrestling again?
Oh, man.
Oh, geez. Thank you guys for joining us. Whew, we got a lot to talk about. In the meantime, don't forget to show us your beers, hashtag show us your beers. Rate and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure you leave a little rating and review. Our burp word of the week, aptly, fire.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's an easy one, too.
Yeah.
Fire.
Oh,
There it is. Good night.
Good night, everybody. We've already hit that. And yeah, so if anybody burps the microphone, has to be an attempt at the burp word of the week.
Fire.
And don't forget, I forgot to say, if you got a picture of nice cans, hashtag cans for cans.
Yeah, do
on the
that.
social medias. We like great cans. There's a lot of crotch talk to get to. Before we do that, I need to lubricate a little bit.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Gonna need a few tonight.
Definitely.
Yeah. We are drinking Firestone Walker's 805, which for those of you who don't know is a blonde ale. It just seemed appropriate to drink an 805 with all the stuff that's been going on here locally, and we'll tell you in a few what's been happening. A little about the beer. It's 4.7%. It's got 20 IBUs. It has a 3.48 on Beer Advocate and a 3.54 on Untapped. And as of late, Firestone has been saying this is available wherever you buy beer.
Wow.
And if it's not, demand it. I know they're doing this huge push to get it across the country, but it sounds like they're really succeeding. I know recently they hit Chicago, Colorado a couple months ago, right before I went, which was great.
Damn.
So, 805 is the local area code where we record, as well as where Firestone's located. For those of you around the country, like, why is it called 805? It's our area code. So,
California's very proud about their area codes, apparently.
yeah,
So-
we've got codes.
Yeah.
In different... oh, shit.
Like Snoop keeps banging that 213.
Yeah.
You know?
Rey Mysterio's got the 619.
Yeah,
There
that's
it is.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love our area codes here.
It's
Man.
true. It's all about their area codes. I mean, like, one city has, like, 4 area codes out here.
Right.
So, do you remember back in the day the Lakers number was 323-419 dunk? Really? Speaking of area codes, whenever someone says 323, that always comes to my mind. Sorry. Firestone 805, a light, refreshing blonde ale created for the laid-back California lifestyle. Subtle malt sweetness is balanced by a touch of hops, creating a versatile beer with a clean finish.
Beautiful.
I don't know what else to say. I think the best way to describe this is it's the go-to beer for me when I'm out on the lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a
Good
beer.
beer.
You can bring to like a party or whatever, and it's very acceptable. It's almost like I feel like it's a new gateway beer for people that be sucking on Bud Lights usually. You know what I mean? So,
and it really is like at this house, it's our, and I don't mean this negatively, but it's our like quote unquote crap beer. You know, we can get it from Costco for about $1 a beer,
right?
And it's just what we always have in the fridge, and because it's so good and easy to drink, and it's really one of those things you don't think about when you're out here because it started out here. And it's like, oh yeah, 805. It's like having a Bud Light or something, but way better, of course. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's one of my easy go-tos. Somebody was asking me for their wedding, like, if I only had one beer at my wedding, like, what do you suggest? I was like, something that everyone's going to like, you got to go 805.
Yeah.
It's not hoppy. It's not dark. It's just a crowd-pleasing, delicious beer.
Agreed.
Have I missed anything about this beer?
I think you nailed it.
Just like I always do. All right, let's get into crotch talk.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
You guys, should we start with good or start with the bad?
Let's start with the bad and end with the good.
All right. The reason we were doing 805 originally was because, spoiler alert, little peek behind the curtain, we're recording this on November 12th. It's supposed to go online for you guys to listen to on November 20th, so a week early. A few days ago, there's a bar out here in Thousand Oaks. It's 3.8 miles away from the studio, was shot up. It's called Borderline Bar and Grill, and some asshole went in there and shot up the place. And I don't know anybody that doesn't at least have a friend of a friend that was in there or was shot or was whatever. I was watching all these news reports the day after it happened. Happened at like 11:30 at night. Took the dog out right when it was happening and noticed these helicopters flying over and hadn't even watched the news or anything. And was like, why are there all these helicopters near our house? You know, we moved from L.A. where there was always helicopters. And it was like, where did we move to? Shit. Looked it up and found out what was going on. They hadn't even breached, other than the officer who lost his life, they hadn't even breached the bar yet. And that's how early we started watching. And 12 people, including an officer who went in and tried to save some people, were shot and killed. The officer threw himself in front of multiple people and saved their lives. Other people were breaking windows to get people out. People were hiding in bathrooms and in the attic. And people were really helping people out while this ass face, and I don't know why people won't say it, if it's because he's white or whatever, but he's a terrorist.
Yes, he is.
Was shooting up the place. Luckily, he's dead. Unfortunately, he's by his own hands, that pussy.
Yeah.
I wish somebody else got the chance to give him a taste, but it was horrible. So I thought, 805, that's where we all are.
Yeah.
And please, if anybody wants to say anything, I'm not reading, so cut me off and just say something. But so at that point, I thought 805, let's stand strong with 805, and we're hurting right now. And then not 16 hours later, some crazy fire started in the area. And
Catch a break, man.
I know. We're still talking about fundraisers for these victims of the shooting, and all of a sudden fires are forcing evacuations. And I had a cousin who was evacuated from the first fire and came over near where my house is, and then we were all evacuated from the second fire. It's been nuts. I was evacuated at Friday morning about 1:30 in the morning, got out of here about 2. Got to come back Sunday. Well, late Saturday, I could have come back. We ended up coming back Sunday. Luckily, we were one of the lucky ones. There's literally one street over, houses burnt down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple. The hillside, I mean, I'm pointing as if you listeners can see what I'm pointing at. The hillside behind where I'm at, the whole side of the hill is burnt, and it unfortunately jumped the road. A couple of houses got hit. But most of them got saved. There's a couple at the top of the hill that got taken out. About 2 to 3 miles away, there's a street called Hillcrest that just got raped by the fire. And we're just watching on the news, and what do you do? We were up all night the first night just seeing how close it was going to get to our house because it was right down the street. I got a couple pictures. I'll post pictures if people want to see it. But it was fucking nuts and scary as fuck. So the whole area, at the time we were recording, this fire is still going on. The big one, I think, last report is 30% contained. The smaller one is almost done. The smaller one started off as the bigger one, and they put all their resources on it.
Right.
And then the small one became the big one and fucked some people. One of our listeners, Mike, who is always at Ladyface and invited us over to the tasting at his house, and is always at our live shows and whatnot. He's in Oak Park, right next to where it started. Oak Park, I think finally today was able to go back. I mean, he was kicked out for days, and they got hit the worst probably of all the cities that it went through, maybe West Hills. But last I heard, he still has his place. But met a guy at B-Dubs last night. We didn't feel like cooking. We went to B-Dubs and met a guy there who was just there because he couldn't go home. And while he was there, his boss called him and said he could stay at his house. So
nice.
that was lucky. And it was really nice when we got evacuated. All these people started messaging us and like, please come stay with us. It was overwhelming, the amount of people who were, making sure we were okay and offering us this place to stay and all that good stuff. And it's been a shitty few days. and I'm glad to be drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have anything to say about the fire or the borderline incident. That you don't have to, but
Right. I was at a local bar myself, and I was talking about, the fires. I'm like, man, it's crazy. And they were saying, like, I guess because they had a beer, I guess, before for the Thomas fires, and they said that they were going to start, like, something, like, to send money their way still, because, they still need money for whatever happened. And then these fires came up, and it's like, well, fuck, we got to X that idea and just start funding for this one now. It's like, God, man, it's just like never ending, dude. Like
Northern California is burning down again also.
Right.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is it seems like every time a fire starts, it's the biggest fire in state history. Thomas,
lately.
Yeah, Thomas fire a year ago was set all kinds of records.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically every fire since then has beat that record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been nuts. But hey, climate change is fake.
Yeah, we get no rain, and so everything's dry as fuck.
Right.
And so just the slightest spark.
Yeah.
It's
been nuts. I have been this is going to sell me out. Since all this has gone down, I have been like on the verge of tears the entire weekend. Like we were at B-Dubs and the news came on. We were watching the football game and the news came on with their little promo like tonight continued coverage of the Borderline Massacre, and they had some like emotional music. I was like,
Yeah.
more coverage,
It is.
just like
It
it's
is.
dusty in here, like we were driving down the freeway once they finally reopened it, and it's like 10 fire trucks passed us, and not one of them was locals, like San Diego, Palm Springs, NorCal, where they're getting beat up too. And I was like, oh fuck, man, like even that made me emotional, and I feel like such a little girl to tell you that, but
Yeah, it was a trip. I was talking to somebody too from our building, and we were doing like a walk on our break, and with someone else that was doing a walk too, and she was saying that she was actually at the Borderline, bar, but I think she had left like at 8 or 9. She's like, thank God, I'm not a college student. Like I had work the next day. It sucks. And man, I was like, yeah, you're lucky. And I noticed she had a nice pair of sweater puppets too. I never noticed that before, but kind of odd timing. But
good comes out of the
luckily she was okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Mike told me his son was there that night.
Yeah.
The same Mike, listener Mike. His son was there that night, and he decided to leave before anything happened, and so he was one of the lucky ones too.
Yeah, it's been an emotional week. I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and share. It's kind of hit to our family, to my wife's family. Her cousin was there, and celebrating a birthday with a couple of his friends. They were sitting close to the front. He saw somebody towards the back that he knew, so he's going to go back and say hi. He heard a commotion, turned around, and his friends were on the ground.
Yeah.
So he goes, I should be dead right now.
No kidding.
It's so hard to listen to and hear all these stories, and it's so not needed, all of it.
None of it. It's just senseless.
Yeah, so thank you to all the people who showed up, first responded to that. The guy, the officer who lost his life, I think he's Sergeant Helis. He was on the phone with his wife when he heard the call and said, hey, I love you, I gotta go. I have to respond to something. And that was it for him. He rushed in there trying to save people, and it's
crazy.
It's shitty. It's weirder. It's always shitty. It's shittier and more real when it hits close to home.
Mm-hmm. And I think, if I'm not wrong, they had planned the vigil and they couldn't even have that because of the fires.
Yeah. The winds kind of fucked that up. There was one vigil they were able to move inside, but not everybody could show up. There's another one that they had to cancel because of the fires, and there's some fundraisers that were already set up, but the fires canceled that.
Man.
And, Brian, who was on the show a couple months back, they were evacuated longer than we were. He's in a even more area of burn. Last I heard, they got to go. Excuse me, they got to go back. So it's just been a shitty week of making sure everybody's okay. And
we got our ass kicked.
Yeah,
that's all right. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back and drunker than ever.
That's right. And I even heard an interview with the owner of the Borderline today, and he's not sure if he'll ever open it up again.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't blame the guy.
Yeah.
If you drive by right now, as we're recording, there's still FBI agents in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Be there for weeks. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how you could open it up. I know there was, I was talking to some coworkers, I guess that was like their spot, and they were in college or whatever, and like, they said like that was like their safe place, you know, and they were so happy. I think her niece or something like that went, and she was so excited to go there because she'd heard so much from her, from my coworker. and I think she was there that night actually. Yeah, and you know, she got out with her life and she's okay, but you know, it's like I was thinking about that, like she said, like that was her safe place and everything, and it's like I was thinking, like, how could you ever go back to that place and not picture or imagine what the hell happened there? You know what I mean? Like, it's like ruined.
It's a hard call, but for me, I'm not there, so I don't know.
Right.
But I would say, you know what? Let's get this thing opened up. Let's show the guy, fuck you. You know, you're not going to stop us from, you know.
It's true.
I hate country music, but I'll go show up and buy a beer if it helps the place out.
Just to say fuck you to
It's true.
Yeah, so it's hard. My last story from me, at least, my sister knew someone who was there that night that lived. Actually, she knew two people there that night that lived. That one of them was also at the Vegas shooting last year. Somebody that died was also at the Vegas shooting last year. So how shitty to survive that than to get killed by some other asshole.
Yeah.
Can't escape it, man.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it could just happen anywhere, and that's just proof.
Yeah, so
It's crazy.
it's been shitty for the area.
Pretty much.
Fires keep popping up. People keep dying. I'd have a moment of silence, but that's a really horrible podcast.
Yeah.
You might just think we broke or something. So anything else, or should we brighten things up?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, when we get into how we really feel, but
yeah, we could.
we don't need to bring politics into this. So there's that. Thank you to the first responders and everyone. Every officer I've talked to has not been from the area. I had to get to work, which was in an evacuated area because I work at TV. We had to put some messages on the air. And every cop I had to go by to get through all these blockades, none of them were local police. They were all from different areas or CHP. And so they're just there doing their job and trying to help people out. And one of them was a huge dick, but I'm sure it was only because everyone's been a huge dick to him all day trying to get back to their house, and he's done with it. So thank you to everybody that's helped out. If anybody does want to donate, there's a couple options. One of them is the Red Cross. They're taking donations, and everything I keep seeing on the news is money is more useful than food or water or anything like that. Otherwise, I'd be down there with a couple of cases of 805 or something. So check that out, redcross.org, of course. Let's brighten things up a little bit if we can. Last week we had our 818 live show. Dan and I were there. Scott got drunk in the parking lot again.
Man.
You know, when he's Ubering earlier before the show starts, he's got to preload, but sometimes you just pregame a little too hard.
A little too much.
Yeah, couldn't get him out of the driver's seat. He was so passed out.
Well, that's my Uber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the app was just going off.
Bring,
Pick me up.
Yeah.
I kept trying to hit the thing to accept it. I kept missing it.
Kept hitting a cigarette lighter instead. So Dan and I
hit a couple of pedestrians while I was at it.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been on the sidewalk.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
So, but Dan and I talked to Brian and Derek, the owners and brewers of 818 Brewing. So if you didn't listen to that last week, batch 122, have a listen. And if you're in the area, go taste some of their tasty beer. My favorite's Good Day IPA and the Matador Red.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that Matador Red.
Yeah.
Reds are underrated. We talked about it on the show, but Reds are underrated.
That's right. Need some more love to the red.
Yes, absolutely. I did some beer tasting in Santa Barbara before all this shitstorm happened, and I thought I should talk about that. We hit up Telegraph Brewing, which has recently been bought out by Epic Brewing, which is great because I had some of the different Big Bad Baptists that they had on tap.
Oh, okay.
Which are always delicious. We also went to Topa Topa's tasting room up there in Santa Barbara and stopped by, finally got to try Third Window Brewing. I'd heard so much good stuff about Third Window. Holy shit, they are so good. Have you guys ever had Third Window?
Don't think so.
They got some hazies going on that were delicious. Just amazing beer up there. So if anybody's in the Santa Barbara area, definitely hit up Third Window. Also went to Flat Fish Brewing's grand opening over the weekend. I couldn't come home and figured I might as well get drunk. So went to their grand opening out there in Camarillo, California. Had a couple of beers there. Said what's up. It was crowded, so we took off. Went to Casa Agria. My first trip to Casa Agria.
That's crazy. Did you see all the arcades they have there?
Yeah, that was cool. Out in the Nard there. I had their, in fact, I had their Oxnard.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, which is delicious. It's a hazy pale, and had a couple of others, and even bought some cans. Nice cans, by the way. Cans for cans.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
So it's really, really good stuff they're doing out there. That's it for me. You guys have anything?
You dig all the sours at Casa Agria?
You know, I only had one of them. I know you guys don't like sours.
Right.
Only had one of them, and it was really good. I was in like a hazy mood, and I love that Oxnard Pale.
Oh, okay.
But I had one, and it was good. Sometimes they get a little too crazy for me.
Man.
Even the lady friend loves them. Like the sourer, the better. She had one that tasted like a fucking warhead. And I was like, "How are
They
you
got 'em there.
Yeah, how are you drinking this?" She's like, "It's delicious." I'm like,
man.
They got him there, man. Like,
Right.
I don't know. That's like the slowest flights I've ever been through is over there. And I do it to myself. I only
Right.
do the sours because I figure if I'm going to do any sour and like any sour, it's going to be here
At the House of Sour?
Yeah, it's got to be
Sour House. Whatever.
Yeah, so I do it, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm not a fan of sour at all.
Oh yeah, but it was good. It was really good. So,
Okay.
Any grievances that we haven't covered already?
No.
Okay, good. I like to hear that. We have a new segment. I forgot to introduce it at the top of the show. Now I feel like a douche. We have Alex, who is going to be giving us some beer reviews. You can find her on the Instagrams at Lady IPA. Here is a beer review from Alex.
Hello, beautiful people. Alex here, aka Lady IPA. Today I am doing my first beer review on the Noble Ale Works Citra Showers Double IPA. All I gotta say is, hello, Citra, all up in my face. It poured a darker golden color with a bright appearance and some head. This beer instantly hit me with layers of mango, lemongrass, and grapefruit. Yum! Loving the showcase of Citra hops here. Extra dank and piney. I highly recommend checking these guys out. Noble Ale Works is located in Anaheim, California. And well, that is all I got for you folks today. I say you go follow my beer diary on Instagram. Again, this is Lady IPA. Cheers, my fellow beer lovers. Until next time.
Cheers indeed. Have you guys ever had Noble Ale Works?
No.
It's down in Anaheim. Yeah. I've had a couple of their stuff. It's pretty good. Thanks to Alex. That's Lady IPA on the Instagrams. Go find her. She's got her beer diary going on there, and hopefully we get some more beer reviews from her. So give her a follow. I haven't had the one she was talking about, but I'm excited to try it. I think I just broke the music.
Oops.
All right. Old-timey word of the week. Stinge bum. Stinge bum.
Stinge bum.
Yes, a stingy or ungenerous person. Yeah. So
Stinge bum, huh?
Yeah.
Couldn't just call him stingy.
Right. They actually made it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually you abbreviate things or give it a cute thing. This is just stinge bum.
Stinge bum.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the beginning of stingy.
Maybe
They shortened it to stingy.
we should
Stinge
shorten that
bum.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Stingy,
There you go.
I can get behind
You know
that.
how we do? I'll abbreviate everything nowadays.
Yeah.
True
yeah.
that.
They reverse engineered.
Now they're just stinge.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag stinge.
Yep.
But because it's a G with nothing after it, just looks like sting.
Thing, yeah.
Oh, they like Sting.
Yeah.
The wrestler or the singer? We don't know.
Definitely not the singer. Nobody likes Sting the singer. Mm-mm. All right, let's class things up a little bit over here.
All right.
This one's a classy dame with a great palate. It's Beer Babe of the Week.
Yes, it is. Her name is Brittany, and you can follow her on the Instagrams at Hopsy Beer Talk. Hopsy, Hopsy, Beer Talk. All one word, no dots or dashes or spaces, or maybe, Scott, if you ever signed up for Instagram, we'd be able to find it.
For what?
Exactly.
Okay.
She's drinking a Sippin' on Strange from Arts District Brewing, which I believe is down here in L.A. In fact, it is. I've been there before. They have a cool space right down the street from Angel City Brewing, which is delicious. So go give her a follow at Hopsy Beer Talk on the Instagrams.
Oh.
So 2 weeks ago, we had our hack of the week sent in to us by a listener. And because people like that so much, we have another listener submitted
good
hack of the week.
Quizzical queries? We have absolute answers. We're here to solve your common conundrums with Hack of the Week.
All right, this one's subject, a new booze hack. Hey, gents, love the booze hack, so I thought I'd send one in. I tried this on some beer that had gone flat. We'll see if it works for you. If you have one of those soda stream machines, put your flat beer into the plastic bottle that comes with it and hook it up to the machine. Give it a quick hit of CO2, wait for the head to subside, and give it one more hit. That should be enough to bring your beer back to life. Cheers, guys. Chris from DC. You guys have those soda stream things?
No.
Where you like make your own soda?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even too sure what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. There's these things where you basically make your own soda. You put the syrup in it, and you hit it with like the CO2 thing, and it carbonates. Like you put like water and syrup in it, like the soda syrup.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then, you hit it with CO2, and it carbonates.
My dad has one of those.
Oh shit!
That cheap old fogey. That's right.
You gotta try this out.
Okay.
You gotta let us know if this
I'll have
works.
to take it from him. Are you gonna make some soda, mijo? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All the soda. Yeah, I want to know if this works. Like, I'd be willing to get like a cheap beer or something, leave it out overnight, let it get flat.
Whoa.
A cheap beer.
Okay.
Something crappy, something American.
Just to see if it works.
Budweiser. Yeah, just to see if it works. That'd be fun. Because, we had my flat homebrew a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I could spice it up and make it drinkable or something with one of these things.
Could work.
Yeah, that's
supposed to.
Shit, that could work. All right, Chris.
Yeah, just little message to Chris. Chris, beer at my house does not get flat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, clearly he had something go wrong there. Yeah. Come on, Chris. Step it up. But we're glad you found a way to fix it.
Hey, maybe you listened to the show and said, hey, they could use this help.
Yeah, because of my homebrew. Maybe he's being a really nice guy, and we're just talking shit for no reason.
But that's what we do. And
I'm sure he is a nice guy.
Email at your own risk.
Yeah, that's true.
Except as a hack.
theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com at your own risk.
That's right.
Yeah, so if you guys got any hacks or anything else, please send it our way. Thank you, Chris. We swear we still like you to at least some degree. All right, I think it's that time of the show where we make a call, one of the most important calls, to the bullpen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Da-da-dun-da-dun.
Charge.
All right.
Okay.
Drink. Chug.
Chug.
That's what we should say.
We are drinking. This is provided to us by the one and only bearded one over here, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
He brought this a while ago, and we've been waiting for the right moment to have it.
Oh, shit. That's right. I did.
Yeah. Back on my birthday.
I like how I agreed first.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did. And I looked, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember you.
I'm just going to start giving you credit for every beer.
See what happens.
And seeing which ones you actually remember bringing in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to open this up, and I got really hammered and didn't want to drink it while I was hammered.
Oh, that's right.
Because I wanted to actually enjoy it. Plus, it's 11%. That was about the last thing I needed at that point.
Totally would never have remembered that.
Yeah, exactly. So this is Alesmith's Private Stock Ale, the 2016 edition.
Sipping on private stock.
This bad boy, like I said, is 11%.
Whoa.
Oh, right.
All right.
A little Vince McMahonish. 11%, 30 IBUs, has a 3.97 on Beer Advocate and a 3.96 on Untapped. Dan's giving it the sniffy sniff.
Oh, yeah. That's a boozy beer.
Is that a little warm for you? All right, you guys sip into this. I'll tell you about it. Originally brewed in 2005, not 2005, because only weirdos say that. As the first in our annual Decadence series, Alesmith Private Stock Ale follows the tradition of classic British-style old ales. This rich malt-forward ale showcases soft notes of currants and dried fruit along with complex dark sugars.
Oh, man.
All of which are balanced by subtle bitterness derived from the addition of traditional English hops. Alesmith Private Stock Ale is ready to be enjoyed new, or it can be aged upwards of 20 years to further enhance its amazing depth of flavor.
Wow.
A hearty ale designed to please Bacchus himself.
God.
Are you guys pleased?
Absolutely.
Pinky's up.
Yeah, you classed this shit up.
No kidding.
Wow.
Yeah. This is this was a great birthday present, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Yeah,
because this is
happy birthday to me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
This is some bomb diggity right here, man.
Yeah, this reminds me. What does this remind me of? It's got some similar notes to like a Sticky Monkey.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
you know, it's a little thinner. It's got that boozy and that barrel agedness that Sticky Monkey has.
Correct.
It's got a little more sugar to it, I think.
Yeah.
Sticky Monkey has more like caramel. This has like a little more sugary sweetness, I think.
Correct.
But yeah, whew, this is boozy.
It is.
It is.
I kind of wish I saved it for 20 years or something to see what would happen to it.
Yeah. see how it ages.
Probably wouldn't get flat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Luckily, it's not a highly carbonated beer to begin with.
No, it isn't.
I was over at Nick, Big Dick Nick, and Nicole Coley from the Booze League. I was over at their house, and Nick had a Narwhal 2018. Have you guys ever had Narwhal?
No, I don't think so.
Sierra Nevada, right? It's their boozy, just big-ass wintry stout. He had a 2018 and a 2014 that he'd been sitting on for a while.
Oh, man.
And he got real hammered and was like, want to open my 2014? Yes, I do. That had aged very nicely. Like, we had them both side by side. Like, the 2018 was good, but the 2014 had, like, settled out but gotten a little warmer with the booze, and just all, like, the barrel-aged notes really came out of it. And that's kind of like what I'm getting with this. I mean, this is a couple years old. This is the 2016. It's nice and smooth and warm, and God, I want to drink this in front of a fire or something with our beer babe of the week.
I know, right?
Man.
Yeah, this is a classy drink, dude. Like, man, I can't believe I bought it.
I feel like we're not using the right glassware or something. What would you guys prefer, this one or Sticky Monkey?
Oh, man.
You have some Sticky Monkey?
You want to find out?
Yeah, let's put it to the
Let's do some
test.
beer science right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that is rough.
It's good stuff.
It is good. They're good either way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's very comparable. Like you said, it's like got that malty kind of sugary taste, and it's not very carbonated either. So it's like good mouthfeel. This is one of those with that mouthfeel where that's like a perfect way to describe it there.
Yeah, this one is tasty.
Yeah.
I guess when it's this close, I'd have to just look at the price.
Oh, all right.
shit.
Go from there.
You know, I'd say they're probably about comparable.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I think so.
I mean, I wasn't the buyer of it, but I know a little bit about this beer. So they're probably close. Though, this one I think is around the same price, but a bigger bottle. So
Yeah, there you go. The bigger bottle.
yeah, this one by ounce
There you
might
go.
be slightly cheaper.
Okay.
I don't know, though. All right. Oh, speaking of Sticky Monkey, I can't believe I forgot this. When we were talking about the whole fiery evacuation thing, I forgot to mention what I evacuated with. Like, we got some important things. Like, we'll go back real quick. Sorry, guys. Sorry, listeners. I have ADD. We got, like, some important documents for insurance. We packed a couple of changes of clothes. Of course, we got the dog and his food and stuff. And they issued the mandatory evacuation. And we went outside. We were like, shit, fire's pretty close. We should start packing. And I was like, well, you know, we have a little time once we got the car packed. We went back in. We got all the bacon that was in the fridge. No joke. And then I was like, we are not leaving these expensive bottles of beer
Hell
behind.
no.
So, like, all the Firestone box stuff that we have and whatever else expensive beer, we just got the drawer. And we have those wine bags where it's like a 6-holder. You can put 6 bottles of wine in it.
No.
We just filled them all with our beers and stuff. The ones that weren't in boxes and the ones that were in boxes, we just stacked in like grocery bags. But it was like 4 grocery bags and 3 of the wine bags.
Oh, man.
And we also had a couple of expensive bottles of wine. Somebody had recently gifted us a $80 bottle of wine. I was like, we are not leaving that behind either.
No.
So, yeah, we showed up, and I was like, look, if we're going to die in the apocalypse, we're going to get fucked.
Yeah, that's
right. We're not going to remember dying.
That's right.
So, and the aforementioned Nick and Nicole had some people over at their place who were evacuated, and, like, they brought over all their beer, too, the people that had to evacuate. And one of the ones they brought over was the double rye DBA,
Whoa.
which they don't even make anymore. And they cracked that baby open. And I was like, oh, God, I wish I evacuated to your house.
Damn it.
That one is so good.
That's a good idea, dude. Like, you should also always have some kind of like really good beer and just kind of sit on it for a while, just in case. Like, you never know. Like, when you need to go to your neighbor's house, like, hey, I got beer.
Yeah,
you know, we could split this, dude, if you let me in.
Yeah, it was a lot of beer to transport. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, at this point, the fire is not out. It's like mostly okay. There's been a couple flare-ups around here. I have not put the beer back away yet. It's like I know it should be in the fridge, you know, being cellared properly, but the house isn't hot right now. It's pretty cool. And if we need to leave in a moment's notice, that was probably what took the longest to pack.
The beer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. I did also bring the podcast gear. Like, luckily, it was still packed up from our live show.
Well, I should hope so.
Yeah, it wasn't...
That's the moneymaker.
Right? Where would we be? I had him put it all back away from the live show, and I was like, that's quite a bit of money's worth of podcast gear. So I grabbed all that. And there was a chance that we wouldn't be back here in time to record. So it's like we could record from some remote bar or whatever location. And so, yeah. Pack the important stuff, bacon and beer. And and we ate a lot of bacon this
Did you
weekend.
really?
Oh,
my God.
Well, the first morning we had like everybody over that had evacuated with us, so I just made one whole package of bacon and a bunch of eggs for everybody, and then the next day had bacon for breakfast and for dinner. Put some bacon on the burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
So we don't mess around.
Dig it.
Yeah. All right. Before I talk everyone's ear off, let's get a little news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
It is indeed. Good news, everybody. Total Wine is partnering with Delivery Solutions, some company out of Texas, to provide alcohol delivery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah, Total Wine is going to start
They just
delivering.
saved some lives right there.
Yeah, they did.
How far are they going to be able to deliver?
I don't know. I think my guess is they'll start it in Texas. The article I found didn't say, but
Okay.
the company they're partnering with is from Texas.
Oh, man.
So it only makes sense that they'll start there and then expand it elsewhere. But I'm excited to have lots of beers.
You know,
kidding.
after this beer, we should have a beer sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we should. So go Total Wine.
Yeah. I'd like to order some beer for delivery. Where do you live? California? Okay. Give me a couple days.
Which beer would you like? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I know, but which one?
How big
sir?
is your truck?
Yeah. Yeah. What's your delivery vehicle? Oh, it's just one of those Sprinter vans.
Oh,
All
never-
right.
yeah,
Let me-
man. I'll drive.
Yeah,
I'll Uber.
that's probably only 20 kegs.
Yeah.
You have 2 of those?
Yeah. I'll Uber myself. Don't worry about it.
I'll get it. You find me in your fridge. That'll be me. What else? New Belgium Brewing has once again been listed on the best place to work. 10th time they've achieved.
Oh, wow.
this. We need new jobs.
No kidding.
Yeah, we got to move to Colorado apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go work for New Belgium. Like some of the criteria is like benefits, not just like traditional benefits, but what you get. So, i.e., free beer, as well as like ability to spend time outdoors and other stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't.
Free beer is good.
Yeah, I can go outside with my beer. I don't. Whatever, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, if I lived near them, I'd go apply or whatever.
That's all you
Heck
want
yeah.
is a job with benefits right now.
I don't go outdoors. Just like bugs and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Weather.
Mm-hmm. And they always get in your beer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just
gross.
stay inside and drink my free beer.
Exactly. Blue Moon creator Keith Villa has his first THC infused beer. We talked about him opening up a THC beer company, and his first THC beer is a Belgian style white ale.
Ooh,
What a
interesting.
surprise! The inventor of Blue Moon, the world's shittiest Belgian style white ale. This will be a THC beer with no alcohol, and it is supposed to hit Colorado dispensaries in mid-December.
Again, no alcohol.
No alcohol.
Wow.
I want some ABV with my THC.
Right?
I don't know what the deal is. It's got to be the laws where you can't mix quote-unquote drugs.
Drugs.
Would you lose that one? Drug school?
Drug school. I don't know.
Yeah, but I wish they'd have a regular beer with weed in it. Kinda
Correct.
like my failed attempt at a high PA.
High PA.
Yeah, so
They ought to call it that.
that's what I called mine.
I love it.
High PA.
Love it.
The lady friend named it. I was like, that's genius. I was kind of like weed PA and WPA. She's like, why don't you call it high PA? I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, why the fuck don't I call it high PA?
that's good.
Beautiful.
That's a great name right
Perfect.
there. Yakima Chief Hops, which is one of the biggest
You should
hop.
patent that, by the way.
Oh, I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Keith Villa or Villa,
Yeah.
whatever your name is.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah. I trademarked it right now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I can be like that douche that tried to sue me.
I was thinking about that.
That's his trademark.
That was me.
Yeah.
You suck a dick.
Yeah. I told on you.
turned you in.
Yeah. Oh, good. Want to be besties?
I'm a douche.
Fucking rats.
God, don't
I'm
get me
tired of
started.
them.
We had enough drama in the 805.
That's true.
Where was I? Oh, Yakima Chief Hops releases their Pink Boots blend. The proceeds from the hop sales of this specific hop will go to the Pink Boots Society. They've been doing this for a couple years now. Pink Boots Society, of course, is the female brewers society. We had
right.
the president on a year and a half ago. Laura Ulrich. You can go back to that episode. That was a good episode. She also works for Stone, so that's always fun. This is ridiculous. Discrimination lawsuit has targeted California breweries' women's beer forum. So Eagle Rock Brewing does this women's beer forum on a monthly basis where it's meant for women. You buy a ticket, you get tasters, and they help educate women on beer. I think we can all agree that craft beer is a mostly dude game. It's quite the sausage fest when it comes to beer.
It's like sports, I think. I think there's some chicks that dig it, but for the most part.
But overall, yeah.
Correct.
And so they do these forums to try and educate and bring women into the scene and all this stuff. And the short of it is some guy wanted to attend one of these events, and he supposedly he called, and some staff member at Eagle Rock said, like, no, it's for women only. And so he went and filed a lawsuit.
Oh, come on.
So did Al Bundy show up with his No Ma'am shirt?
Yeah. Pretty much. So in order to save the business and the jobs of all their employees, they ended up settling, unfortunately, because to go to litigation would have been so much more expensive, which is unfortunate because, like, if there was a GoFundMe to tell this guy to go fuck himself, like, I would have funded that in a heartbeat. Like Adam Carolla a couple years ago when they were trying to sue him over the whole podcasting thing, did a GoFundMe so that they could defend themselves instead of settling, because if you settle, then they go after all the other podcast companies, and Adam Carolla was the biggest. So of course, I don't, as a podcaster, I donated to Adam Carolla's GoFundMe. I would have absolutely donated to this GoFundMe in order for them to be able to defend themselves. It's unfortunate. Go fuck yourself. What do you want? What do you want to go be like the one douche who's there with a bunch of chicks? Like, hey ladies, like, what's the point?
What a dick bag.
Seriously, I mean, more ways than one. Total dick bag.
Yeah, why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Why do you want to torture yourself and you sit in a room full of women?
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear. Clearly, he's single.
It was Scott.
Yeah. Scott would have never asked.
Oh, yeah. He just showed up.
He didn't. No, he would have just never gone. He's like, group of women.
Uh-huh.
Nope. No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Oh, God. Yeah, what a douche. Just go fuck it. Go be a white male somewhere else.
Anything with beer, it's like, just chill the fuck out and drink your beer, man.
Really? Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I mean, we're such a community of, like, chill people who just like to drink good beer. I mean, we're chill until you hand us, like, a Budweiser. Yeah, it's like, fuck you!
Yeah.
I will say, when I was at B-Dubs the other night, I asked for a beer. You know, they had that collaboration with Deschutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's an IPL, and I was like, ooh, let me get that IPL. First of all, she looked at me like I was crazy. She's like, the what? I was like, the Deschutes, whatever it's called,
they don't
IPL.
know what it is.
Yeah, she goes, oh, yeah, we don't have that one. It's on their menu. I was like, we don't have that one. I was like, oh, I really wanted that one. All right, well, let me look at the menu. She goes, I got something that's close, if that's what you're looking for. Hold on a second. And she brings over a glass, and it was a St. Archer, like, white something. I was like, oh, you mean Miller? Like, this is...
Oh.
We went from this tasty craft beer, whatever, to this Miller product. So she handed it to me. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll try this. Nope, this is pretty... I told her, I was like, nah, it's pretty gross. Luckily, they had Scorpion Bowl on tap. So I was like, I'll go Scorpion Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which she must have thought I was insane because I went from trying to get an IPL to a Scorpion Bowl, which is a double IPA. Mm. She's probably like, wow, he really has weird taste in beers. Either one's really light or really fucking strong.
Yeah, I know. So. They almost gave me a heart attack one time. I was in there and I was like, yeah, I'll take a Scorpion Bowl. And they're like, oh, one Sculpin. I go, no. I didn't say Sculpin. I said Scorpion Bowl. They're like, oh, okay.
Oh, it didn't work. Still not working.
The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I almost said that.
Yeah. I need a new iPad over here.
Hang on, I'm going to write this on my napkin for you so you don't get it wrong.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, God.
That stopped him right there. Whoa.
Yeah. That would have been pretty tragic. Even worse than just getting a Sculpin. Like, imagine if it was one of the free Sculpins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scorpion Bowl. Pineapple Sculpin? Okay.
Oh.
No, I don't want to throw up.
Oh, my God.
Ugh.
I'll throw up from your wings, not your beer. Oh, God. Good news in the craft beer industry. Carl Strauss announces some big growth this year, and their Aurora Hopialis, which I've had. It's delicious. They have it at Disneyland all the time.
Oh, really?
Is up 55% from last year.
Oh, snap.
I think it's making bank. I don't know about you. I just find it so easy to drink.
Good stuff.
I tend to drink them a little too quickly when I'm at Disneyland. It's like, oh, that was a $10 beer I just hammered. Shit.
Gotta sip that.
Yeah, gotta figure out a way to sip it. Drunk USC students are overloading the ER, causing mayhem at a Columbia hospital. So first of all, not USC in LA. This is like the University of, I think, South Columbia or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So many drunk University of South Carolina, students are being transported to the emergency room during home football games that stretchers line the hallways of Palmetto Health Baptist. Emergency services are strained, and drunken antics slow nurses who are trying to tend to the truly sick. They try to run away, fight people, and pee in the corner, said a nurse at Palmetto Health Baptist.
Oh, my God.
It's been that way the whole time I've worked here. We do get violent USC students, another nurse said. It just takes away from the other patients. Yeah, you guys need to figure out how to hold your booze.
No kidding.
Jeez, they're showing up and just pissing in the corner of a hospital.
I'm thinking if the guy tried to run away, I'm like, okay, bye, good night.
Yeah, let him run away.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. He's not getting far anyways.
Yeah, watch for that ambulance coming in there.
Yeah, punk.
Oh, never mind.
They send them to the hospital?
I get it sounds like alcohol
Sounds like
poisoning.
you run the hallway there.
Well, I guess, but they're also like pissing everywhere. And like,
Yeah,
what did you call me? I said your neck, sir. What did you say about my neck?
What's the name of their team? The Pussies?
Oh god, yeah. They need to learn how to drink.
No kidding.
Yeah. I remember my first beer.
Oh man, just stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Give those guys milk or something.
Apparently. They need to start drinking like Bud Light or something.
Yes.
And then finally, a pilot was arrested for nearly 10 times the legal blood alcohol limit before his flight.
Yeah, but I got out. My lawyer got me out.
Yeah.
Well, what's the legal limit for flying?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Did he land on the 101? Did he by the chance land on the 101?
Yeah, he landed on the 101 a couple weeks ago.
Okay,
yeah. A pilot who was arrested for being intoxicated less than an hour before his scheduled flight from London to Tokyo allegedly had nearly 10 times the legal blood alcohol content into his system. On Thursday, well, this is no longer last Thursday, but Japan Airlines co-pilot, Katsutoshi Jitsuaka.
Ooh,
nailed
playing
it.
all that
Nice.
Super Nintendo paid off.
Right, yeah. Thanks to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Admitted to failing a breathalyzer test on, ironically, Scott's birthday.
What?
Yeah, he was drinking for you.
Yeah,
He
of
was.
course.
Yeah.
And so was I.
Yeah, and pleaded guilty to being intoxicated. According to London's Metropolitan Police, the 42-year-old pilot was found to have 189 milligrams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood in his system.
So is that like 10.10.10?
I don't know the math, but the legal limit, so he had 189 milligrams per 100 milliliters.
Okay.
The legal limit for a pilot is 20 milligrams per 100 milliliters. And if you want to compare that to a driver in the UK is allowed to have 80 milligrams per 100. So even if he was just driving a car, he was still more than double the limit.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude was fucked up.
What is he doing?
Drinking.
Damn.
Drinking a lot.
He's celebrating Scott's birthday.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I think so.
And I think afterwards he's saying, Arigato, Scott.
Mr. Oscato. Oh god. So I guess the moral of the story is fly Japan Airways or whatever it was.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
they got booze on board for sure.
Apparently.
Yeah, good lord. Yeah, he's doing the Lord's work over there.
Yes, indeed.
All that
Those
booze.
flyboys don't fuck around.
Apparently not. They know what they're doing. They are not like the University of South Carolina.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
They can handle it.
Yeah, he holds his shit in.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, I think that's everything. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Good. We've expended enough emotions for tonight, and I hope everyone out there is staying safe. If anybody needs a beer, if you've been like kicked out of your house and you lost a beer, let us know. We'll get a beer or something.
We'll let you buy us one.
Yeah, we'll let you buy us a beer. Your home insurance will cover it. Just tell them it was in the fridge.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com, at The Unfiltered Gentleman on the Instagrams and the Facebooks, at Unfiltered Gents on Twitter, 805-538-BEER. It's 2337 is the number to call. Leave us a drunk voicemail. I think that's everything. You guys stay safe out there. Stay away from the fire and crazy people who like to go to country bars and all that good stuff. And most importantly, I hope you're all staying hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.